What's up, gang? What's going on? Yeah, Trey gang back. And I just wanna expose some of this Freemasonry, y'all. I got to use the first act. This is a disclaimer. Fair use. I got to mention that, y'all. You know what I'm talking about? I gotta give a shout out to all the YouTubers creative content that I'm about to show you. I want y'all to recognize these people work and they work hard at doing it. I'm just a average Joe, did my own research, and I can spill tea on Freemasonry, what was taught to me. If you want to know how Freemasonry go, if you want to know about the 33 steps, climbing the pyramid, and remember, they had to use the pyramid logo because they got all this shit from Egypt. Because when you read your Bible, you know what I'm talking about. You will know who built the pyramids. Ain't that a secret? They tell you, yeah, you know what I'm talking about, who built the pyramid, but they ain't finna tell you who constructed and gave the people the blueprint to order to build a mystery of the world. They're claiming to America it's a mystery. It's the seven wonders of the world. Right? Fair use. You know what I'm saying? Cold session. You know, to make y'all get the point, goddamn it. Cut the chat out, see what's going on. Now look, y'all. Y'all know when I be going live and I be talking about Thunder Buddhists, Barney Rubbles, the Fred Flintstones. I made jokes about, yeah, you know, you got to take your Fred Flintstones and your Barney Rubbles. Because, you know, in the doctor's office, they give your child to pop a pill to look like Fred Flintstone, Barney Rubble, Dino the dinosaur, just so your kids can take their vitamins of they A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And then when your kid taking they burning rubbers and they vitamins, they teach you on PBS how to count, how to sing your ABCs. That shit fun as a motherfucker. I know that shit funny when I put some tea on this shit. Cause look, watch this. Who was all raised up on PBS? Sesame Street, The Reading Rainbow. Thumb me up, y'all. Look, y'all. Who was raised up off the Jetsons? Who was raised up off the Flintstones? Who was raised up on Bugs Bunny, Elmer Fudd, Sylvester the dog? Thumb me up, Jack. If you were raised up on this shit, I tell you what, put it in the chat of your favorite goddamn it cartoon. It could be the Simpsons, the Cleveland Browns, goddamn it. It could be, talking about Beavis and Butthead. Drop it in the chat. Yeah, you got the Smurfs. Don't forget about the Smurf, the Thundercats, Fat Albert. Don't forget about that. The Thundercats. Man, we were kids watching this. The G.I. Joe, the Kerr Pinky and the Brain. Did y'all just hear what y'all saying in the chat? Did y'all just hear Tom and Jerry? Oh, you can't forget about Tom and Jerry. Oh, y'all got it. Keep on naming, y'all. The Muffet Babies, the Muffet Babies. King Kong. Look, y'all. Don't y'all know all them names y'all just mentioned? They talking about y'all. Cause you the Muffet Babies. You the Beavis and Butthead. You know what I'm talking about? Man, y'all don't see how Freemasonry finna look. I'm finna tear these Masons ass up. You know what I'm talking about? Look, y'all. Darling the Duck. That's all y'all. Why you think Elmer Fudd wanna kill Bugs Bunny and shit? Now this a cartoon. Bugs Bunny. Look. Elmer Fudd walking through the woods. Yeah, we gotta get us a goddamn Bugs Bunny. That's why they call it Looney Tunes. Hold on, before I get started though. The Pink Panther. Look, the Pink Panther. Look at all these characters y'all naming, right? Make sure my Fair Use Act in the warning, because I don't want to get a strike for this shit. Tweety Bird and Sylvester. Look at all them characters, y'all. Y'all just named, right? So if you want to know about Freemasonry, why y'all always think I make it as a joke and I be like, yeah, they thunder booties, y'all. They thunder booties. They in the Tink Tink gang. You know what I'm talking about? All right. Man, y'all finna thumb me up on this shit. Bullwinkle, Rocky, and Bullwinkle. Come on, y'all, give me some more. Cause look, every name y'all mentioning, I'm finna show y'all them same cartoon. Gumby, remember Gumby? Pee Wee Herman. Look, Pee Wee Herman Playhouse. Think about the Playhouse. Now you got Inspector Gadget, the Teletubbies. What? Mr. Rogers. It's a beautiful day in my neighborhood. A beautiful day with my neighbors. It's a beautiful day. Look, a beautiful day in the suburbs. Scooby-Doo, Jacks. Then you got the Brats. When they came up with the Brats, who you think they were talking about? They were talking about y'all. So everybody they name the Rugrats. Now check this out, the Rugrats. That just shows you never seen the Rugrats mama or the daddy did it. Did you ever see that? Where they daddy? You know what I'm saying? You talking about they the Rugrats and all of them stay in the same house. You got Casper the Goat. Look, y'all, check this out. These kids shows. And we was raised up off this shit. Keenan and Kale. I'm telling y'all. Now watch this. Let's get deep in this Masonic shit. Yeah, you got Garfield. You see one Garfield, Top Cats, Droopy. Look, y'all, everybody y'all naming. Watch how I'm finna expose all this shit. Man, I'm finna look, y'all. They finna take my channel after this. Cause I'm finna hit them real hard. Cause look, the Muffet baby. Look, y'all, we was raised up. Think about the Power Rangers. Think about all this shit. The Power Rangers. Look, hold on, let me take a sip. Roger Rabbit. Now think about Roger Rabbit and Bugs Bunny. They two different characters, but they the same, right? So who had the most swag? Roger Rabbit or Bugs Bunny? Ooh wee, now y'all finna open up y'all pie glass now. Then you got Scooby Doo. Then look who Scooby Doo was with. He was with the hippies. Scooby Doo with the hippies. Roger Rabbit. Look, Mr. Roger. He said it's a beautiful day in his neighborhood. Ooh wee. He ain't never showed you the neighborhood though, did it? he just showed you his little toy set. Choo choo! You know what I'm talking about? Look, he got the train coming in that motherfucker. Choo choo! Then you want to look at Mr. Rogers and be like, damn, why he kicking his shoes off? Damn, he taking his shoes off and shit. Look, the Road Runner. What's that little mouse name, y'all? They was the little Mexican cartoon. You had the little what's that nigga name? Yeah, Speedy Gonzalez. What's that little they was always talking messy and shit. You know what I'm talking about? What's that nigga name? Damn. That was Speedy Gonzalez. He had a partner in them. They was staying in Mexico. They were cartoon characters. They always wear the Mexican hats. Now look, this how racism finna go, cause we were raised up on all this shit, right? Now check this out. We was kids watching this shit, but if you watch it as an adult, you will understand, be like, man, these people were perverts. Oh man, these people were perverts. Let's go back to Freemasonry. Cause did you know when you used to watch Flintstone, he was always in the lodge one. They had the hats with the bull horns coming out the sides of it. At that time, and we were watching this shit as kids. When our mama told us, boy, y'all go in that goddamn room and watch some goddamn cartoon to keep us quiet and shit, right? But look what we were watching. We watched the shit as kids, but let's watch it as we grown now. Now this finna be a big difference. We watched these same episodes when we was kids, meaning that we didn't know nothing about masonry. We seen images and shit when we was kids, but we didn't understand them. But them images that we saw in our Bibles and you know what I'm talking about, cause back in the day the Bible showed you the Star of David and you know what I'm talking about, and maps and shit. Y'all see where I'm finna go with this? Cause when I tell you this, when the Flintstone, watch this, y'all. Watch this, y'all. Watch this, y'all. Check this out. Y'all know I exposed the Royal Order Justice. Look, Miss Piggy, Kermit, you know what I'm talking about. Remember all them characters. Just remember all them characters. And I'm finna expose one of them. When we was kids, we didn't know nothing about masonry. We ain't know nothing about no new world order. We ain't know nothing about that shit. We just kids. But now all of a sudden we grown. We got a conspiracy theory like, damn, it got to be a conspiracy. You know what I'm saying? The Mason this and the Mason this. And we grown now, right? So that means they had this shit even before you were born. This how they program y'all. Watch this, y'all. I'm finna go to Fred Flintstone. Look, y'all see it in the thumbnail, right? Look, Winnie the Pooh. Remember all that, remember all them characters. Y'all see the screenshots? Now watch this, y'all. Betty Boo. Charlie Brown. Remember all this shit. Man, y'all need to remember all this shit. Cause this finna open your mind. This finna open your mind and you finna, if when you get through with this live, you finna be like, ain't none of my kids finna watch no Nickelodeon. Ain't none of my kids finna watch no more cartoons. Ain't none of my kids finna watch all these white men dressing up and intimidate my child to be gay or, you know, it's in to have sex. Cause check this out. Mickey Mouse got a girlfriend, Minnie Mouse. And when your child watch that shit, and this thing, you know, this is a child TV show. So your mama told you go in that room and watch Mickey Mouse, you know what I'm saying? And this thing, you know, Mickey Mouse taught your daughter all the ABCs, you know what I'm saying? Cause they got the sing-alongs, you know what I'm talking about? The sing-along song with it, but they didn't show you that scene when Mickey Mouse snuck out with Minnie, and that Minnie got babies now. You see what I'm saying? Watch how pedophilia this. What? He said when it come to homemade movies, keep them at home alone. Oh, y'all ain't paying attention. I'm exposed to Freemasonry. That's why you got the pyramid of the Freemasonry, and they stepping up the ladders, and you could be a grand wizard, and everybody be like, damn, what's the big secret about it? Because the Masonry is so big on kids. Now, if you look at a parade, they got the, if you look at a Mason at a kid parade or at a Thanksgiving or some any kind of parade, they got the same hats on there, Fred Flintstone. They the number one donators when it comes to St. Jude, kids hospital, to kids education, all this shit. You see what I'm saying? Now let's go to this shit. Look. Let me show you what I said about the Freemasons, the Royal Order Justice.
Other jesters, if you could. Enough is enough. End this. We can have legal meetings without all of this. Quit lying to your wives and uphold your Masonic vows. A Mason is pledged to be a better man, not a drunk, gambling womanizer who's fooling the IRS. It's not the organization I thought it was when I joined. I thought it was for leaders in the shrine. I never visualized that things like this were going on because of our Masonic oath that says we're not to have intercourse with anyone but our wives, and that is what it boils down to. I thought it was an up-and-up organization, but I found out that it was not. Another interview with the wife of the jester is worth recounting. You are married to a member? Yes. How long? Married 35 years. Was there a pattern of behavior changes as your husband got more and more involved with the jesters?
Now listen, they got to interview a wife of the jester, and look what she said about the jester of her own husband. The Royal Order Jester is Mason. Look, it's like a universe game, but it got different. Just say like it got different cliques. You got the Scottish Rite, you got the Yorkie Rite. You see what I'm saying? You got Prince Hall Rite. You see what I'm saying? You got all these different Masons that's clicked up. You got the Royal Order Jesters. You got the Knights Templar. You got all these Masons involved, right? They your presidents. They your governments. They everybody. That's how they can teach your kids about this Fred Flintstone nigga.
When he first got involved with the jesters, I thought it was the best thing for him. He met many, many men who became close friends. They have a saying, there are no strangers.
Y'all see that? Don't that scene look familiar? Look, y'all. Do this scene look familiar?
Jesters. When he first got involved with the jesters, I thought it was the best thing for him. He met many, many men who...
Look. That's the same scene when you seen on Fred Flintstone when he wrote the movie. And then when you think about the Kaniga Jigga case, you want to know why. Damn, they always said they were filming the movie at a fucking hotel. Do y'all see where I'm going with this shit? I just showed y'all a cartoon that was made 30, 40 years before the Kaniga Jigga case, and y'all always said this got to be a sacrifice or a ritual. Look, you were taught this shit as a baby to see what's going on. So only way you can join if you identify what the fuck going on. See, y'all ain't do it. Y'all ain't paying attention. Watch this. I'm gonna let y'all see this shit.
Became close friends. They have a saying, there are no strangers in the realm, just friends you haven't met. He maybe attended 2 books a year for the first 2 years, but by his 7th year, he had 14 trips planned. Finally, I said, enough. Where do I fit in anymore? Everything he did now was associated with the jesters. John would wear purple, carry purple emblemed golf bags, license plates, and boast about it being a strictly stag luxury organization for no purpose other than to spread mirth. The more I heard that, the more disgusted I became. I also noticed that he was not taking cell phone calls and...
Look. They even showing you thunder booties. They even showing you a thunder booty on here, and then y'all want to sit up here and talk about Drake ain't be killing when they call them niggas thunder booties. You see that? You got a thunder boot on the screen right now, and this is what they lodge represent. Hold on, wait a minute. Oh, y'all look, I can take y'all to another step. Cause check this out. The tea I just gave y'all, look, they're just at the bottom of the pyramid. You gotta work your way to the top. So that means when you start from the bottom, that's why they say you gotta start from the bottom to the top. Cause you already got the sexual desire, and you got, you know what I'm saying, the sexual activity going on. But what make you have the whole body complete if you could work your way to the top, meaning that you gotta get this person brain. You gotta get this person brain like a prostitute. A pimp look at this thunder booty like, yeah, I can make $1,500 a night with this bitch cause of these cheeks right here. But I can really get more money if I can get the cheeks and the head. So you got control over the whole body. Cause remember, cheeks throw itself everywhere. That's why they dance. That's why they throwing thunder boot everywhere. But you got to have the mind of the person. Look, y'all, check this out. All your favorite rappers, if they want to sign to this success shit and be rapper, they got to go through this process. I ain't gonna say no more. I'm gonna keep it rolling.
In front of me, or he would go outside to talk. He used to let me answer his phone. I had heard about the girls by accident, about the second year that John was in. He certainly played it down and told me he had nothing to do with them. They were kept separate, no contact at all. I believed him. I didn't ask any more questions. The jester's oath is, what you hear here, what you see here, stays here when you leave here. Every new member must take that oath.
What? Why you think everybody left Barney Rubble by himself in the movie theater? Can you catch the history? Can you catch the knowledge? Did you catch the riddle? Did you catch that? Man, look, somebody need to hit my cash out. I'm finna drop it in the chat right now. Man, if you don't buy your boy around the rules on this one, Jack, man, I'm shutting this whole live down, Jack. Who else spilling tea? Who else spilling some of this payal tea? Look, watch this. You think that's something, Jack? Look, y'all. Watch this.
He was a bit open with me about some of the things that went on. I guess telling me just enough not to arouse any suspicions.
What? You got Masons with their pants down. Oh, man, this the biggest. Look, y'all. This is the biggest exposure when it comes to the Freemasons. Do you see why I call them Thunder Buddhists? Do you see why I be screaming the shit that I be screaming? Cause check this out, y'all. I got so much motherfucking knowledge about this shit, man. About some goddamn Freemasonry. They tried to, you know what I'm saying, kind of trade game, be like, yeah, brother, you got a whole lot of history and shit, man. Why don't you come in and see what's going on with the club? I ain't really got to join the club. I could just read my Bible. And this Bible tell me how y'all, you know, talking about, I see what's going on. Where they wives at when they dropping their pants down? And why they got the white aprons? Y'all wanna know why they got them white aprons on, covering their private parts? Do you wanna know why they got that on there? Out of everything else, they want to keep the private part covered. Yeah, let's put these handkerchiefs over these nuts to show the people we ain't sexual. We holy men, sir. We don't think about sexual activities. See this pedophilia shit going on? Is I'm tripping? Let me wake some of y'all up.
Problem after a specific incident. Would you please describe that incident? He was at his court's book when I received a phone message. Hi, John. This is Jane from St. Louis. I'm at the airport and wonder if you're sending a jester to pick me up or if I should get the shuttle. Did you confront your husband? Yes. He explained to me how it works. The jesters have a pool of girls. Certain men have their favorites and make requests to have them at the books. It's up to each court's director to assign the job of inviting the girls, a number based upon the number of attendees. They also have a doctor who checks the girls' papers. From what you found, please describe what goes on at these jester functions. Other than girls, there's a lot of high-stakes poker, low-stakes gin, and 24-hour hospitality rooms. The initiation involves stunts, which I know include nudity, but I don't know much about it.
Do y'all hear what these people saying was going on in the hotel? Who is the husband of these wives? They firefighters, they prosecutors, they judges. You know what I'm talking about? They lawmakers. These what these people is. Masonry. Look in your courthouses when you go pay for a traffic ticket. Look at the walls. What they got on the wall, Jack? They got flags and symbols of goddamn it animals. You know what I'm talking about? Look. You don't see why they got the scale on the wall talking about equal justice, but in the constitutional right, they said black people is 3/4 of a human. They said this in the constitutional right that we 3/4 of a human, that we have man and have monkeys. Why you think they said we have animals? Cause when you read your Bible, when you read the mystery of man, goddamn it, we went and confiscated these people land and these motherfuckers had eagle heads on. Look at Shaka Zulu. What he wear on his fucking head? What did Shaka Zulu wear on his fucking head and around his fucking neck? He ain't wear no diamonds and pearls. That nigga was wearing nothing but what the land gave him. And then when the white man tried to come and him preach him the Bible, and Shaka Zulu told him, he said, hey man, why would you preach me this man that you call king? Watch this. This finna make a lot of people mad. He said, why would you call this man king? And this man is dead. And he still don't have no control of the world or the land that he supposed to be king on. And here I am, king of my own land. Then they gave him an image of a white Jesus. Check this out. Everybody know how Jesus' name is spelled, right? Sing your ABC, speak of Jesus' name. But go to Mexico and still spell that same name. You pronounce Jesus in Mexico, in Mexican language, Jesus. Jesus. But when you go back and look at some old documents when they were talking about the gods, be like, yeah, Zeus was the ruler of the world, meaning he was a fallen angel. So the Mexicans know who Zeus is. So that's why they call him Jesus. Jesus. Is that making sense? Watch this.
John says they don't involve the girls anymore. They also provide sightseeing, golf, etc. There's a lot of good stuff going on. They end with a black tie royal feast on Saturday night. Now there is an edict from Jester headquarters that no girls may be at any of the books. The guys were sweating it out. Not only that the wives would find out, but also the authorities. Is this true? Have the Jesters cleaned up?
Look, you got the curve, girl. Did I tell y'all to name all y'all childhood cartoon channels? Did we mention the Care Bears? Did we mention that? Did we mention the Kerr barrels? If we mentioned the Kerr barrels, and the Mason still got this logo showing you that your daughter could hug this teddy bear at night and go to sleep. Check this out. What if this teddy bear right here look like a Teletubby? This your favorite Teletubby. And you mean to tell me, since this is my favorite character can go to bed and sleep with me. And keep this in mind, they tell you, I love you, you love me, we want to be happy family. And next thing you know, yeah. Now you know why the Freemasons got to work as kids and have your kids tuned in. Cause they'll be okay for your family members to sit and salt your kids. Cause when you look, y'all don't think a motherfucker sitting up, man, I ain't finna get in all that. Man, look, if you want some more of this tea, you know what I'm talking about, man. Buy your boy around a brew. Real talk. Hold on, I'm gonna let this shit keep playing.
In August 2008, a directive was sent out to all local chapters forbidding the following conduct during initiation ceremonies. Any type of physical brutality, such as whipping, beating, striking, branding, electronic shocking, or placing of a harmful substance on the body. Also included were sleep deprivation, exposure to the elements, confinement to small spaces, or other activities subjecting jesters to an unreasonable risk of harm. Although the jesters claimed they were just trying to cover their billiken with this directive, such hazing is hardly unknown to the shrine. A lawsuit from 1989 revealing that electrified mats and benches were still employed, in some temples at least. But what of the girls? After all, it's not like the feds suddenly found out about this in 2008. They've known all about it since at least 1989, if not before, so they're clearly not after the jesters. Judge Tills and the others simply happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Man, y'all see that? Is y'all hearing what y'all hearing? So, if King Rob, Chosen King, Straight Drop, all admit these people were Mason, that explains why they had kids to come to a party. They would explain why King Rob and their 40s at a fucking party and trying to expose the masonry at the party. Is this making sense? If this making sense, treat your boy to a round of brews. This is, look y'all, the way I'm exposing this shit, this ain't nothing to be playing with on social media. I can get a strike and lose my channel for this. I can lose my channel for this. Just trying to give y'all the proper education and showing you how you was raised up with this demon. Look, watch this, y'all. That documentary talking about prostitution alone. Now watch this.
Hollywood? What is Hollywood? Okay? Let's see what they gotta say. What is Hollywood, people?
Before y'all watch this video, listen to this brother. Listen to me. Listen to people that actually did research. I just recently did a documentary about, goddamn it, Bill Cosby. When he had, goddamn it, the little girl at the table. And she said she don't like naps. That's a grown folks game. They like to play poker. You see what I'm saying? Now just think about Fred Flintstone, the cartoon we were raised up off of. Look, before I even show his video, let's go to the Jetsons. The Jetsons, right?
I gotta install the Chime app today and get started.
Bill Hanna and Joe Barbera, the wizards of animation responsible for some of the best cartoons ever made, were driven by one simple philosophy: entertainment.
See, Bill and I believe in entertainment. We've never tried to preach in our pictures. We just try to project warmth and good feeling. Now, the other basic thing is the kind of characters you start out with. All of our successful ones have been distinctive in their own way. Huck, Yogi, Quick Draw McGraw, Top Cat, Fred Flintstone. Each of them has his own strengths and little human failings that make for fun in the stories.
What? He just named your favorite actors, but watch how they all pedophiles. Watch how they all pedophile. You watch it. Why you finna get the message? We were childs when we were watching cartoon. When they had their news media doing documentaries back then in black and white, we didn't understand that because we were still children. Only thing we want to see some more Nickelodeon, some more PBS, Child Shit, Rainbow, Sesame Street, you know what I'm talking about? We want to see all that because we children. Underworld what's really going on with our brain, how they trick the child first. Flintstones, let's go with the Flintstones.
Barbera Studios was flushed with the success of the Flintstones, America's first time animated series.
When we were doing the Flintstones, we tried to
TV
reproduce
screen.
Stone Age that we were using contemporary.
Primetime television wanted one more family-friendly hit from these animated masters.
Look, they just showed y'all the masonry, how they can show a movie, the Freemasonry to build the structure. Then they called them master editors. Listen, y'all.
In Stone Age that we were using contemporary.
Primetime television wanted one more family-friendly hit from these animation masters. The prehistoric era was a huge hit, so why not do a little time travel forward?
We actually did the same thing in the future.
Enter the Jetsons. Yoo-hoo!
What? He said he did the same thing with the Flintstones, meaning that Fred was living in the cave in the rock ages. That's why they call it bedrock. Why you think they call it bedrock? You got Flintstones with the dinosaur Dino. He told Dino, look, while I'm filming this movie, you ain't finna go to sleep until you had your flea powder. What's flea powder? Bedrock. Watch this. Look what he said about the Jefferson.
But we knew that there would be people movers, so everything in the apartment and wherever they went, they would just step on it and they would move them through the room. We also had parking, which we know is a problem, so we went up way ahead, and when he arrived at the garage,
or the officer pressed a button and his car would fold into a little briefcase.
Just as Hanna-Barbera took the sitcom formula and animated it for the Stone Age.
What you watching? It's the billionth rerun of the Flintstones.
What? What? Look what the Flintstone had on his wrist. Look what the Flintstone had on his wrist. And this was way before cell phones came out. Do it make sense now? Y'all still talking about, ooh, it's finna be a new world order. Now, it's already been a new world order. You already been programmed. That's why you accept your black queens dancing on videos and thongs and shit, cheeks out, talking about it's a hot girl summer. Last time I checked, shit, Whitney Houston ain't never have on no thongs. You had to recognize by her talent. Her voice. You had to pay attention to Whitney Houston's voice. Her voice alone was smooth to your soul. She ain't had to throw no clothes off. But they can get Megan Thee Stallion because she was raised as a child to watch these cartoon images and Bug Bunny and shit and teach you how to be a girlfriend and teach you how to be a boyfriend too at the same time. And then you can sleep with your shadow men like your Kerberos, your Teletubbies, your Spider-Men, your Barbies, and your Kens. You see what I'm saying? All because Freemason got the pyramid. You got 33 degrees to step up the ladder. Thunder Booty is the first foundation. Thunder Booty. Cause if you want to be a rapper and really successful or a singer, R&B, you gotta drop Thunder Booty out. You gotta drop Thunder Booty out. Look how many motherfuckers that didn't drop Thunder Booty out and never made it. But they could have made it if they went upon a Hollywood. Watch this, y'all.
The Jetsons were the traditional sitcom family in the 21st century.
Hiya, gang. George. Daddy. Father.
The befuddled husband.
What did I say? What did I say?
The wise and beautiful housewife.
Sheer poetry.
Y'all see how the white man living in these days? Y'all see how the white man how they live in the upper room like the Jefferson? Pay attention to this shit.
The boy-crazy teenage daughter.
He is absolutely the spaciest.
And the genius son.
Elroy, you've been splitting atoms again.
Only a couple, Mom.
The Jetsons entertained audiences every Sunday night at 7:30.
A typical American-type TV family.
Look, they was already watching flat screen TVs in the Jefferson. You see what I'm saying, y'all? Wait a minute. Ain't nobody thumbing me up. Ain't nobody appreciating this knowledge that I'm giving you. Real talk. Look how technology was way ahead of this time when we was babies. And look how we grown now. Half of y'all 20, 30, 40, 50 years old. 50 years old. And you mean to tell me these cartoons don't make sense now? Why you was sexually assaulted and your family members? Why why your mama committed prostitution? Why you know what I'm saying? When you a prostitute, you meet a white man and he want to pay you $1,000 to dress up like a Kerber. A Kerber. He got screen fetish. It'd be like, damn, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? This nigga want to dress up in costumes and you know what I'm talking about. Come on, y'all. Watch this.
look at the guy you asked for. Hello, little boy.
Hello, Daddy dear. How are you this beautiful evening?
I'm Janet Waldo, and the very first cartoon I ever did was the voice of Judy Jetson. You all remember her. You know, see you in orbit, everybody.
Man, you're crazy. Way out.
When I first started working at Hanna-Barbera, Joe was doing all the directing, and of course, to me, he was the best director. And it was wonderful because he used to take 6 hours to do the Jetsons. And he'd bring the storyboard, and he knew all of the characters. It was never hard to know what you were supposed to do with your character because Joe had already played it for you. And great. So you just imitated what you saw him do.
Bill Hanna and
Well, you just imitated what you saw him do. That means he had to demonstrate what you need to do in the scene. Man, pay y'all. Y'all want to know what some more Freemasonry like? Think about the nigga Jenkins and be like, why you want to know why old nigga at the party? At a party. And a teen died. And the police covered it up. If this shit going on your TV channel when you was a child, remember in school, they had police officers and fire trucks for you to go and tour in the parking lot and jump in they squad cars and hit they horn. Woo, woo, you know what I'm talking about? Now you excited, you a kid, cause you looking at the police officer like, yeah, he's a protector of me, and he just got another agenda about you. That's why you got a lot of doctors and agencies. That's why the Masons fund so much when they come to kids. When they got council, St. Jude's, or doctors and agency, they ain't finna let you ain't never finna see no kid on the street corner begging. They got the government fund for that. You see what I'm talking about? Watch this.
Joe Barbera shaped our view of the 21st century.
I think one of the things that we
Look,
kicked off
they said the 21st century. Ain't we in our 21st century, y'all? Watch this.
before anybody else was the treadmill. Now today, everybody are buying treadmills. Everybody's got treadmills. Everybody's got them in their homes. They got a little simple one. They got like. We use it to walk the dog. Yeah, I mean, when you take Astro for a walk outside, you get the treadmill that's going around.
Up on the 50th floor, and the treadmill went out the window.
You gotta have it up here to know how to start these things and stop them and start them again.
But his job was one simple thing: press a button. That's all he had to do: press one button and sit back. Then the whole wall would light up, and the boss would be there.
And he'd yell, Jackson!
Look, this before flash screens came out. This before cameras was invented. This before they installed cameras in grocery stores, corner stores, liquor stores. And they was already seeing this shit on the flat screen. And you want to know how you can climb your way up that pyramid. Because it's all about what you know. You see what I'm saying? Look at the message. They got to put it in cartoons so y'all can take it as a joke because it's funny.
Caught you again.
Oh, the way Jetson got to the boss's office, I don't know if you ever remember the pneumatic tubes in the department stores where they get a cylinder, put it on a tube, and it would be upstairs. So when the boss called him,
Report to my office. Hey, yes, sir.
he goes over to
What? So you mean tell me the boss already had a desktop computer? Look.
they get a cylinder, put it on a tube, and it would be upstairs. So when the boss called him,
Report to my office.
What? He got a desktop already? Wireless? The same shit we doing right now. How many people they go live on their desktop right now? This didn't even exist when we was coming up. So that tells you they was 20 years ahead of us. That's how you climb up the pyramid. Mm-hmm. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Ain't nobody thumb me up. Ain't nobody treat your boy to a round of brew for this kind of history. And I just watch this.
Yes, sir. He goes over to this tube, steps in it, and he shows up there and falls out on his face,
What? Did y'all just see how they entertain that shit? Look.
Yes, sir. Over to this tube, steps in it, and he shows up there and falls out on his face,
So, George, look. So he ran head first in the booty. Look how they done made it a joke for y'all kids to be like, you know what I'm saying? But they really teach you how to be a pervert. And then look, they got George. Look, they got him posing as a thunder booty. Y'all see the message now? Oh, don't let me get to talking about the good times. Don't let me talk about the old black sitcom talking about what's happening. Why you think they named the black shows of what's happening? The good times. The Jeffersons. See what I'm saying? Miss Solar System. Brought to you by Spaceless Sprockets. What? Did you read that? So just imagine you got Spaceless, he the boss man, and he want to promote you, but the only way he can promote you is you dress like a female. That's when it come to Hollywood. If you want to make it in this game, you got to dress up like a female and play these faggot parts. What do this look like? Meet Solar System, brought to you by Spaceless Sprockets.
Call, sir. We had a lot of fun with traffic cops. We had a traffic cop would pull up, and he would press a button, and a screen would come up, and the judge would be on the screen, and he'd give you a ticket or a fine or whatever right there. I got a vial.
What? Ain't that's what they doing in court these days? Ooh wee. What? This started in the courtroom now. Now they got you when you go to court now, since they passed that corona law. This the new world order, y'all. They had to pass the corona law, so you got to talk to people through a screen. Through a fucking screen. That's why y'all can see court cases now. Woo-wee. What? Now do it make sense? I just chose, look y'all. It's a lot of people in my chat that ain't even Mason. But I gave you enough knowledge that you can identify yourself as a fucking Mason. Man, look. What you think I'm doing on my phone right now? I'm going live. Look when they go live when the suspects show up in court. Like Chauvin that killed, goddamn it, you know what I'm saying, Michael Floyd. And these white men's images on this shit telling you how the future gonna be. Cause we watched this shit in the 80s, in the 90s.
Later here, Your Honor. Expired license, ran a red light, and hit a parked car. License suspended. Jane Jensen is gonna...
What? And most of black men, young men, license suspended. Cause you gotta stop with them with traffic violation. They ain't committed no crime yet, You know what I'm saying? When they come young. But they know they gonna be driving and shit. So stop them and keep their license suspended. Keep them stopped from driving. So when you know their license suspended, you have proper procedure to goddamn it search the car and ask them folk for drugs. And if them people get out of hand, you can shoot them just because he wasn't supposed to be driving in the first place because his license suspended.
So all she has to do.
Banking through time is a little different. We don't charge monthly fees or overdraft fees, so you can keep more of your money.
Do is she steps behind a cardboard
All right, turn on the dress selector.
and they project a dress in front of her. She can see it in the mirror. No, project another dress.
Now look, you could do that with your phone. You got many apps that can do the same thing what they doing on their phone. It's called a green screen. It's called a green screen. Do y'all just see how I just unsposed the trickery?
Oh, that one is perfect for the theater. Moon Boucher.
Breakfast we worked on a lot. Breakfast was always press a button for ham. Yes, that's right. Eggs, yeah. The whole breakfast came out in one little pill, which isn't too original.
What, a pill? And we talking about pills now. Hold on, wait a minute. Watch this. These former Masons that can direct what the future gonna be like. Way ahead of your time.
Breakfast we worked on a lot. Breakfast was always press a button for ham. Yes, that's right. Eggs, yeah. The whole breakfast came out in one little pill, which isn't too original, but it was when we did it a long time ago, many years ago.
And just how accurate was Hanna-Barbera's vision of the 20th?
Well, look at Jefferson now.
Hello, honey. Bad day at the office.
Yeah, those 3-hour work days are killing me.
3 hours work days is killing him. And they got y'all working 12 hours a shift. Just to pay a $405 rent with your car note. What? And you mean to tell me he could pop a pill sipping his condo with ocean views, with technology? What? Look.
Hello, honey. Bad day at the office.
Yeah, those 3-hour work days are killing me. Let's see, you're working on your space history?
And they also had home computers. The internet.
Let's see, what's news this morning?
What? They just said the internet. Ooh, look y'all, they just said the internet, Jack. And look how we living today.
Let's see, you're working on your space history?
And they also had home computers. The internet.
Let's see, what's news this morning?
Microwave ovens. And even cell phones.
Calling Elroy Jetson.
Yes, Mom.
Make a fist, please.
The Jetsons enjoyed modern medical technology like EKGs and MRIs.
You're gonna televise pictures of my insides? That's right.
In 2062, the speed limit was a little higher.
Slow down, you're going too fast.
Too fast. We're only doing 2,500 miles an hour.
Star salaries were a little lower.
Elroy is going to have his own television show.
Own television show?
Cause he got a phone now, and Elroy could have his own TV show on his fucking phone. Like I'm on my Obama phone. Y'all see what I'm saying? Look. If you watch this shit as a child, they already video chatting and zooming and shit. They been had the Zoom out. Man, wait a minute. Ain't nobody bought me no round of brew for this tea, and I'm exposing Freemasonry, how they work as you in a child. So when you grow older, that's why some people didn't catch on and still in that mind frame. You see what I'm saying? They still lost. You see what I'm saying? Man, I tell you what, this was just the Jeffersons. This was just the Jetsons, I mean, and Flintstones. You know, look what they doing, y'all.
George, you'll get 5,000 a week.
5,000! Wowee!
5,000 a week. This was in look. This supposed to be in the 80s. And he said he can make 5,000 a week off of Zoom and apps and shit.
Here comes my first one!
Even the national pastime got a futuristic update.
The right one!
And in the 21st century, a dog named Astro is still man's best friend.
Will you get the heck out of here?
Some things never change.
Put a bone in his mouth.
Hanna-Barbera created a full season of episodes for the Jetsons' first year, and those episodes continue to find new audiences to this day.
But you can't tell that kind of a story in 7 minutes. No, you have to have a half hour, I think, to develop an idea and read.
They got a robot for a maid. You know what I'm saying? Come on, y'all. These is Mason. They interviewing these people in your face and telling you how to success they cartoon became because they manipulated the black community.
Put any feeling or emotion in it. I don't think it's possible to do it in a 7 minute. We did it quite a few times with them.
We remember the show for its message of possibility. The Jetsons' 21st century was familiar territory.
Would you excuse me, please, Daddy? This is a private call.
Fueled with excitement.
Baby. Oh.
Humor.
What's this other button for, Mr. Tweeter?
Don't touch it!
What this other button for, Mr. Tweeter? Ooh. What? Look, y'all. Watch this.
With excitement.
Baby. Oh.
Humor.
What's this other button for, Mr. Tweeter?
Don't touch it!
Don't touch it! Cause when you figure out what I figure out and learn, you and me, why don't touch that goddamn live Twitter button, Jack. It could incriminate me later on. What? Why would she even mention Tweedle?
I'm sorry, old pal. I did my best.
And humanity.
I think that kind of stuff differentiated our story from a lot of other stories. We had real feeling, understandable situations.
We suspected we would become the Jetsons, and we tuned in every week to see our future. And we still do.
Woo! What? Damn, I just got y'all some real history lesson, y'all. Look, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Hold on.
Shalom. My name is Hagar.
So thrilled in all my life.
Now I'm gonna stop this one. I'm gonna go to him.
What is Hollywood? What is Hollywood? Okay? Let's see what they gotta say. What is Hollywood, people? Alright. Hollywood is a larger-than-life symbol of the entertainment business. Hollywood beckons tourists with landmarks like TCL, Chinese Theater, and Star-Studded Walk of Fame. Alright, so that's what they saying on Wikipedia about what Hollywood is, alright? What is Hollywood used for? Alright, Hollywood is a neighborhood located in Los Angeles, which is on the 33rd parallel, that is also synonymous with the glamour, money, and power of the entertainment industry. As the show business capital of the world, Hollywood is home to many famous television and movie studio and record companies, okay? So we now know what Hollywood is, right? Alright? All this has spells, because did you all know that all of the spells that they cast over the actual plane, they do them in Hollywood and now Atlanta, which they call Black Hollywood. And I told y'all about the frequency war and how they use they use Hollywood, which is located in LA, because it's on the 33rd parallel, which is the most powerful ley line on the planet. They are also beginning to use Atlanta the last 10 years because Atlanta is located on as well, which is why it is called Black Hollywood. Alright, let's keep it going. So Hollywood is being used to cast these spells. I'm going to break down to you how. Why is it called Hollywood? Alright. Why is it called Hollywood? Alright. Legend has it that early residents of Southern California were inspired by a lovely holly-like bush that they were inspired to call their new digs Hollywood. In fact, the name Hollywood was coined by H.J. Whitley, the father of Hollywood. Whitley bought 500 acres from E.C. Alright? So, let me go back. Okay. So they just told us that it's called Hollywood, alright, because of this holly tree. Okay? Now, I'm finna break down to y'all. Let's find out what the holly tree is.
Look what the holly tree is. Watch the holly tree.
Alright. Okay. What is the holly tree? Okay.
What?
The holly tree. There we go. There go a picture of the holly tree, y'all. This is what
That's the same thing when it come to Christmas. You hang the holly tree on your door. You hang the holly tree on your door, the round thing. And then when it come to Jesus' death, they said he had a holly tree around his head with thorns. Remember the Passion Christ? They said, yeah, they gave his head with thorns around it, with holly trees and wreath around it. Look, this what it is. This is what it is, Jack. Listen to this shit.
This is where the term Hollywood comes from, and all this is pertaining to witchcraft. Just stay with me. I'm connecting the dots here, okay? So, for us to figure out the name Hollywood and why it's truly called that, Hollywood comes from, where does Hollywood, the wood of holly comes from the wood of the holly tree. So now we have to figure out what is the holly tree. There's a picture of a holly tree, the thistles and the berries. Don't that shit look familiar? I know they look familiar to y'all. Let's find out what is the holly tree, which the Hollywood comes from. The Druids regard holly as a symbol of fertility and eternal life, thought to have magical powers, okay? So the holly tree was always believed to have magical, here we go with that term, magic again, powers. And I already broke down what magic is, people. It's just technology that the reptilians don't understand that only we have access to, really. Today, Christians have adopted the holly tree as a symbol for Christmas. Yep. Y'all done seen the thistles and the berries around holidays. That's a holly tree, alright? The sharp leaves are said to symbolize the crown of thorns worn by Jesus, while the berries represent his blood, alright? So
that's right, they hang around Jesus' head. Cause it's symbol like, look, when they said he had thorns on his head, look at the Passion of Christ when they had the thorns on his head, meaning that, yeah, people's not finna believe they dead when they come to
holly tree, okay? We just already decoded it, so we know what's to that. Alright, if you ain't see me break down Jesus, go watch it in one of my older lives. We already broke down the whole Jesus story, alright? So, let's get away from this whole crown worn by Jesus bullshit and berries that represent his blood, because we already know that ain't that. Let's say focus on what the Druids looked at it as. It was a symbol of fertility and eternal life, power. This lets you know that the holly tree has powers, which is why they use the name Hollywood. Alright, but let's get deeper though. Let's get deeper, y'all. So this holly tree has magical powers. And we know what magic is. Let's get deeper. What are witch brooms and magic wands made out of? In folklore, Greek/Roman mythology, the magical wand of the magic wand along with her broom is made from the holly tree. There go a magical wand, all right? But in folklore, so this lets you know, the wand that the wizard used in the witch's magical wand was always believed to be made from the holly tree, okay? So, the magical wand that the wizards use, that wand is made from the wood of that wand that the wizards use, Merlin, or any wizard they always showed you, that come from my...
Look, shout out to him. If y'all want to hear that shit, shout out to him, y'all. Y'all go to his channel. He called Divine Light. He's speaking the truth, right? Because the same shit that he's speaking, look what they said in Hollywoodism.
You want to go somewhere with me?
Exactly.
So thrilled in all my life.
Harry Warner, who with three of his brothers brought sound to the motion picture, was born in Poland.
Comes Jack Warner, youngest of the Warner clan, and then the senior member of the film-famed brothers.
Also from Poland was Samuel Goldwyn, born Goldfish. Although Goldwyn never ran a major studio, he was perhaps the biggest and best known of the independent Hollywood producers. Universal founder Carl Laemmle came from a small town in Germany. Louis B. Mayer, who gave us the glory years of the MGM studio, was born in a Russian Jewish village. William
Y'all see who the people that founded Hollywood? Look at the people who founded Hollywood. These the same people that got control of BET, MTV, country channels, the Grammys, the rap game and signing contracts.
Fox and Paramount's Adolf Zucker were both born in Hungary. Fox's studio merged with 20th Century Fox.
The 20th century. I just show y'all what the Jeffersons were doing. Look, that's why they called the white man devil. Cause the white man said if I could tell a lie, I could also convince my lie with a video. I can teach the kids how to be have a girlfriend and boyfriend. I can teach them how to, you know what I'm saying, take their vitamins or their favorite cattle or the Flintstones. And now I'm at the pharmacy as a child taking my Flintstones, and the same Flintstones I took, I can put the Flintstone drug in Google and it'll show me an ecstasy pill of Spider-Man's your favorite character. This how Satan worked. This why he was able to take Jesus to the mountaintop and show him, you see all this land and how beautiful it is. Just look at you standing on Hollywood, by the Hollywood sign, and you show him all the mansions and all the motherfucking people, the paparazzi taking pictures and all the fame, the fortune and all the shit that you can run. Only thing you just got to do is promote my drugs. You know what I'm saying? Get everybody sipping lean. Get everybody, you know what I'm saying, blazing the reefer, mixing it with PCP, you know what I'm saying, and make it cool for females to go out and sell their body, you know what I'm saying, and let her know that a man could, you know what I'm saying, pay her bills just to get some cooking. And you want to know why when you sitting up in that house and you know you just had a child or a girl and she popping her song, she popping her thunder booty to this song of Megan Thee Stallion. And you think it's cute because she like, oh, look at her, look, quick, go, quick, go, quick. So what you think she gonna be doing around some boys when she ain't popping her thunder booty around you?
Here comes Adolf Zucker, the president of Paramount Pictures.
College ghettos. Without a homeland, they
But hold up. Let's go back to him. Yeah, them motherfuckers. I'm finna shut this John down. You know what I'm talking about? I'll be back with the part 2 of this shit. I got y'all enough teeth to see what's really going on. That's how Freemasonry work close to your family. Cause you got fighter, police officer, judges, prosecutors. You know what I'm talking about? That's the reason why they build police precincts in your neighborhood. Cause it's all a part of the new world order. You see what I'm saying? That's why they teach you in school to be like, what you want to be? I want to be a fireman.